Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com, and in this video I'm going to give you a few tips on how I put this card together. First of all, I wanted to tell you that I am ashamed to say I have never used this beautiful color here, Wisteria Wonder. If I have, it's just been a little smidgen of it, not really as the focal point of a card, so I thought it was about time that I used it. So I started with a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I cut it at 4 by 11. It's a little narrower than the standard size card, and I scored it at 5 1/2 and then folded it in half. And then I took this really pretty new stamp. This is called Beautifully Baroque. And I'm going to ink that up in Wisteria Wonder. And here, since this is a large stamp and almost the size of a background stamp, I take my ink pad and apply it directly to the stamp as it lays on the table. Okay, so I've got that inked up well, and then I'm just going to stamp it here. And I didn't want to use this whole image on the card. I just wanted to use a part of it. So I took my labels framelit and I centered it here to cut out. I wanted to get this part of the image especially, and I just cut it out with the labels framelit. And then to give it a more of a finished edge, I took my smoky slate marker and just ran it around the edge, so it wouldn't have that stark white edge border there. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, and I have a piece of Wisteria Wonder cardstock, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to use the coordinating Textured Impressions folder, and it's called Beautifully Baroque. And I'm just going to slip my cardstock in here and on tab 1 and run it through the Big Shot. Now what I'm going to do is apply the ribbon to this top layer and show you how to make the most of your ribbon. This is that beautiful chevron ribbon that I'm going to be using, and just a little way to save part and not use so much of it. Okay, so there's that beautiful impression design. And now I have this piece of the ribbon, and what I'm going to do is just start here, and I'm just going to take a piece of Scotch tape and adhere it to the back. Then I'm going to bring it around and pull it pretty taut and give it a cut here. And do the same thing on this side. And since this is going to be adhered to the top of the card, I don't have to tie the ribbon all the way around it. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to tie a bow with it by just slipping it through here and then making my knot and proceeding to tie a bow. Now, I usually do the 2 bunny ears and cross them and then loop it under and tie. And I will work and play with this bow until I get it like I like. I'm not going to spend that time here doing that. But I'll usually try to get this knot a little prettier, and then I'll trim my edges as need be. Okay? And then I'm going to take this and adhere it right here with Stampin' Dimensionals, and I used one of our retired little flowers, vanilla flower trim. I cut that off, and I used my aqua painter to color it with Wisteria Wonder ink, and then used one of these jumbo pearls for the center here. And then for the sentiment here, for thanks, I'm just going to take a scrap piece here. And I used from the thanks so much here, but I just want thanks. So I've got it mounted on my clear block, and I am just going to take my Wisteria Wonder marker and just color the word thanks using the side of the brush tip. Okay, then I'm going to stamp it here. And then I'm going to take my modern label punch and just punch that out. Adhere that to the front of the card here, and then it will go on the front of the Whisper White card base, and there you have a really pretty card that's easy to put together. And the main color there is Wisteria Wonder, and try it if you have it. It's really pretty. So if you have any questions, you can email me at lisa@inkandinspirations.com. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.